Hi there and welcome back. So in this video we're going to look at how we can enable Telnet on the router in Toronto. And we've already got the router on the network. We've verified that Vancouver can ping the Toronto router and vice versa, and the Toronto router can ping all the way through to Vancouver. So we know that routing is working after we added that static route previously. What we need to do now is enable Telnet on the router to allow our boss, our manager, to be able to connect to the router remotely. Currently, as you saw in the previous video, he's unable to actually do that until the password is set and some of the configuration which is needed to get Telnet running is actually configured on the Toronto router. So I'm going to show you that quickly. It shouldn't take too long. So let's open up GNS3. I haven't actually started the devices. I actually shut them down. I went for my lunch. So I just need to fire up these devices and we'll show you how to actually configure Telnet. So 1 second. Telnet itself is a protocol that allows you to essentially connect to the router from a remote location. It's a very old protocol. It actually contains no encryption at all. It's all clear text. So if somebody was to perform some kind of man-in-the-middle type attack on you, they would be able to see pretty much everything, including the Telnet password for the router. So Telnet, not really a secure option. It is one that's used internally quite a lot on networks still, though. You do still see it. SSH or SSH2 would be the preferred method. We'll show you that in a later video when we upgrade essentially from Telnet to SSH. But that's going to be down the line. So, okay, let's log into the router. And we'll go into configuration mode. And we want to go to line. Remember we did this, the line command for the console previously. This time we're going to do it for the VTY lines, which are basically the virtual lines. Then we see the line number, and in this case we'll just do 0 to 4, which gives us 5 lines. So it basically means that 5 people will be able to concurrently connect to the router at any one time. Okay, so we've gone into the lines. You can see this denotes that we're actually within the lines themselves. If I hit the question mark, there's a whole bunch of options, so don't let that scare you. All we need to do is set the password, press question mark, and we'll just set it to Cisco in this instance. That's what our boss required. And we need to enter the login command. If I hit question mark, you can see I can specify login local or login TACAX, which is using a TACAX server for password checking. Login in this instance is enough for what we need it to do. And that should allow us to connect via Telnet from the Vancouver office. Pretty simple config, to be fair. Just bear with me 1 second. Let's open our console from Vancouver and we'll just verify that we're able to connect via Telnet. So Telnet, and we'll use 10.1.2.2, which is the WAN IP on the Toronto router. Hopefully it prompts us for a password this time. If I have the remote host not responding, what? 192.168.0.1. Okay, so maybe my configs didn't actually say. Oh, okay. So we have some connectivity. Let's just, maybe it was ARP was taking so long to actually resolve. There we go. So again, that was our old friend ARP, taking a while to resolve the MAC address to the IP address. And as you can see now, we are on the Toronto router, and we have full privileged access. I'm in configuration mode, and I can make whatever changes I want to make, all from the Vancouver location. So that's remote access. Telnet is set up. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to secure it with an access list. Just because, you know, as I mentioned, Telnet is quite an unsecure protocol to use. It's clear text. Really, you should try and avoid it and use SSH where possible. It is still highly used, and if you are going to use it, you should certainly, at the very least, lock it down to an access list. So I'll show you that in the next video. Thank you for watching.